within your communication to accounting officers. But as I appreciate your guidance and advice to accounting officers, as a chairperson of an accountability committee, at times we have received interesting responses. An accounting officer writing back stating that for us we are advised by the previous speaker, the Speaker of the 11th Parliament, to act this way or that way. I only pray that as part of your communication, you further guide that this is the 12th Parliament, you are the Speaker with clear and new guidance, so that accounting officers and witnesses out there will now respect all summons and invitations by parliamentary committees and adhere to accountability principles. I thank you, Right Honourable.
I don't know why you want me to go that side. You really think there is anybody in Jerusalem who doesn't know the new speaker is Obot? And that this is 12th Parliament? Every Parliament comes with the leadership, and whatever we are guiding is for this Parliament. If there are some other guidances which were issued before, we thank it worked for that time. Now, every accounting officer must come. By the way, it is the responsibility of Parliament to help the accounting officers to be accountable to Ugandans. So we cannot, and also I should guide that if they were used to calling a speaker, nobody should call me when it's summoned to the accountability committees. Everyone must carry his or her cross. Nobody should even use my name that they have seen me. Yes, I have come to correct a few things, including that impression. Not necessarily that there were some bad things in the past, but this thing of saying the speaker has told me not to come. I recently guided somebody and he had to attend. When a committee invites you, the committee is working on behalf of this Parliament. We would have invited you here ourselves, but that's why we have committees. So that one is sorted and sealed. Can we have Honorable George Musisi? Yes? Oh, you are George Musisi? Honorable George? Honorable members, the House will proceed on recess from 3rd of September 2026 for 3 weeks. I therefore encourage all committees to avail in good time all businesses intended for the consideration in the first meeting. I equally urge the leader of government business to ensure that all bills planned for the first meeting are brought forward in good time to allow for their timely consideration. In relation to that, it has come to my attention that some accounting officers are not honoring invitations to appear before committees of Parliament. I would like to remind all accounting officers that it's their constitutional obligation to be accountable to the citizens of this country through Parliament where they are represented. I therefore beseech them to appear whenever summoned.
But I would also want to use this opportunity to ask the ministers, since they are our colleagues, to behave like the Speaker, so that you do not call us to say, this one, Patrick, I know him, this Mwad, I know him, my accounting officer is not available. So you act like the Speaker has said, to say, no calling me or no stopping me in the interest of promoting accountability in the country. It is correct. We shall make sure that you're coopted in as ministers, but please don't use your influence to fail the activities of the committees. Thank you.
Please, they cannot be like the speaker. There is only one speaker. Yes, I had I have been given some guidance here. Honorable George Musisi, we have a few matters of national importance that I want to ask the government side to pay attention, and then we can go to our main other discussions.
Thank you. Right.
In Uganda, in a district called Sembabule, that is where impunity, the home of impunity. In Sembabule, the home of impunity, the president put a fund of 500 million to support the peasantry cattle keepers, farmers get titles. So what these sharp people did, they ate that man of the president. On top of that, they were charging the peasantry farmers or the Sembabulians, they were charging them money to get titles. I too, all persons placed in position of leadership and responsibility shall in their work be answerable to the people. So when you see us doing a people accountability or a people-led operation, it is within the promise of the Constitution that we must be accountable to the people. So unlike the previous campaigns where you have followed so much on Auditor General's report, on park of district park, on park reports, on all these reports, IGG reports, this time round, it is a people-led operation where people are demanding for what they deserve. That has been given to them by His Excellency the President through allocation of resources by Parliament and provided to them. So others asked, do you have the power to do what you are doing? Yes. Under Promise 26, all lawful measures shall be taken to expose, combat, and eradicate corruption, abuse of misuse of power by those holding political or other public offices. So with those few remarks of the Constitution, which is provided to each of us as we join Parliament, we are now conducting Kisanja No Corruption. A lot has been discovered. I'll give you a brief of Bugisu alone. In Bugisu, on our first day, we found ghost workers in 2 health centers that were random. One is the Regional Referral Center, Busui, in Bungoko Central. Then we went to Bungoko Central still. We found another one in Naiku, 7 health workers who are ghost. When we asked where are these health workers, indeed they were appointed by the district. They were placed at the health center. They never reported for duty. For 2 years, they are earning salary. So on the same day they were appointed, without reporting to the station, they got a study bond that you go and study in the referral hospital of a district. I think that amounts to corruption +5. So when we acted, many people didn't believe that what we were doing was within the law, but it is within the law. So we went to Naiku Health Center, where 15 health workers were recruited, but we found only one old man who's a gatekeeper, administering cannula, putting cannula on people. But ministry has inspectors, has DHO, has DEO, has RDC, has all these powerful people. So when you see the minister going on ground, we are going there for the cause of the people, to stop the suffering and also to awaken the blocked veins or the blocked vessels. So from Bungoko, still in Mbale, we visited in Bungoko North, on the hill in Wanale, a very slippery area, but PDM has reached. People are receiving PDM. Many of them are farmers. Now, government allocates money, 1 billion, to make feeder roads. Now, they make a road, instead of putting maram and putting culverts to allow water from the mountains slope move properly and make movement of trucks move easily, they put loam soil. So when I said, is this maram? The man said it is maram. I called the Honorable Biamkama, sending me technocrats from Kampala. Let's do lab samples. We did lab samples, took 5 days. I was still in the same region. The list came out, and they said 0 component of maram. But now, such people would say, you are mishandling us. As we were leaving Nabumali, our car had to slip off. I remember I saw Honorable Namere asking bodyguards to hold her instead of bodyguards holding their guns. She almost fell, I think, 5 times. So, I mean, those are some of the challenges now for Onamere, who's young. They are elderly people who have lived in the mountains, 70, 80. What are those people doing? How do they survive? So why do we subject Ugandans to second citizen, not first citizen of Uganda? So when you see us fighting on, it is not our fight. I don't own property in Bugisu, but I want the Bagisu to enjoy the same rights as Wanyoro, as Wanyankole, as Northerners, as everybody, as all Ugandans should. So those are some of the things. So now I will take you to Mbale city center, in the city, our city. They built a roofra to a cost, I don't know how much, but when you look at the roofra, you laugh. They said we paved the compound. I measured using my feet, because you can measure a meter using your feet as an individual. So I measured, I found there were 50 square meter. Quoted was more than 50 square meter, what they paid for. And we had spent 130 million to renovate a small office of roofra. Then there's a bridge connecting Mbale, connecting one of that sub-county to where the Wanyama stay. They, instead of putting maram, they got soils from the swamp, peeled it on top of the road, heaped a road, and then you look, the road is raised below the swamp. They invested money for the water gravity scheme. Almost 2.8 billion was spent. All the taps are dry. Full payment 100% made. Whose work is that? So when I say the fight is not mine alone, the Member of Parliament of Bungoko, North, Central, South, the Member of Parliament of Mbale City, the Member of Parliament of all these constituencies, and the councillors and everybody, all of us should work. So never put culverts, but you're spending 100 million on a road. From there I went to Bulambuli. There is a toilet commissioned, officially built after COVID, and this toilet government spent close to 73 million. It's a pit latrine in nature, but there is no pit on it. So when I asked the person who went to commission, the RDC who commissioned that at the time, when you went to commission and you want to have either the area by mistake comes up, you enter that room, where will you squat? Because it's a pit latrine, no pit, nothing. And then you claim Barugara is mishandling an engineer who has done such a thing, that Thagare, a CFO. There are people who have been leaving behind, the auditors, the internal auditors. How do you clear payment before confirming that work has been done? So all those auditors have asked State House Anti-Corruption and the IGG to ensure that they are all reinvestigated, because investigating them without reinvestigating is not a problem. Then